Hello, hi, it's Miriam speaking. I'm here to talk about another theme that was given to me when I was in a meditation moment, and because I was facing a situation, a family situation, and I was talking to someone else about this theme, and as they said that wisdom is when you learn what you teach. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna talk about it. And the theme is called the right time. It's something very difficult. It's a theme that's not easy to assimilate and to understand and to accept. Because we tend to think that we know what is good for us in any moment in time. We don't have the perception of our limitations. Yeah. And you tend to think that we know everything. That is okay. You pretend that you know everything. That's the truth. But there is moments in life that you look at the situation and then you realize that no, you don't know nothing. Powerless completely powerless. There is moments in life that you look at the situation and say, what the heck? I don't have control, I don't have free will. Free will, oh my God, something that we struggle to understand, don't we? The thing is, there is right time for everything in life. At the moment we start to accept that is a moment of freedom, because then you relax. Then you decided, okay, if there is a right moment for everything, probably I'm not in the right moment for what I'm trying to do. And all the spiritual sectors teach the same thing for us, okay? The problem is you are too proud of ourselves to accept and embrace the truth, okay? The Bible, one of our, guidelines, the Bible said that there is a time for everything under the sun. It's there, wrote thousands of years ago. That is the right time for everything under the sun. So there is a time for everything in earth. There is a time for sowing, there is a time for planting. There is a time to sleep, there is a time to be awake. Yeah, they mention a lot of right times for everything. And the moment we start to understand and accept, that's the most important stuff. Acceptance is when we start to be free. Because then you relax. It comes to me, this knowledge, this acceptance comes to me after a lot of struggles, okay? A lot of experiences and challenges. Now I know it. I know by experience. And I am more easy to accept it. Sometimes I'm struggling still, but it's more easy for me now than it was 10 years ago. I'm not going to put back that, because then it was impossible for me to accept something like this. But as I mature and I have my own experiences in life, I realize that that's one of the most important truth and knowledge that you can gain. And if you gain this knowledge when you are younger, better, because then you don't do so many mistakes as I did. Because sometimes you force situations and then everything goes in the wrong path. As I did many times. I did many times. But I always had guidances. Always. Always. But I didn't want to accept. I was, I was so immature to understand it. That's the truth. To understand that it's not because I was powerless, it's because the right time was not the right, at the moment was not the right time. Look, if you sow your seeds in the wrong time, they're not going to grow. I had a very interesting experience about a year ago, okay, very recently, because of lack of knowledge. I decided that I want to grow black roses, and it was black roses and black and white, black and red roses, in the same one. And then I bought the seeds and I put them on the, the pots, etc. And I put them in the right place. It was the right place, the right time. But I didn't know the technology to make it grow. And it was there 1 month, 2 months, nothing. And this year, I bought again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try again. And then one of the packs came with the instructions how to do it. So even then, when you are in the right time, sometimes you don't have the right instructions to do it. You don't have the right tools. So it's a combination of right time and right tools and right knowledge of how to do. The know-how. Yeah. Now I know how. Now I'm going to try again with the know-how that they came with the instructions with one of the seeds. The one that they gave me before didn't have any instructions. Just they bring. One of them now didn't have instructions also, but one of them had. So now I'm going to put the same instructions to all of them because I know it's going to work now. At least I'm going to manage to make it grow. If it's not the right soil, for example, they are not going to progress in growing. So I was doing, my knowledge about how to make it grow was not there. So it will never work. So everything in life is like this. There is the right time and the right tools and the right knowledge, the right instructions. I'm going to tell another story, my experience, okay? when I was very small, after the Second War, I was born in 52, so it was not that far from this end of the Second War. My father used to listen to BBC, the radio, okay? They didn't have television those days anyway. So he likes to listen to the news. And he had an old radio that he was, you know, until he managed to listen a little. And he used to tell me stories about the Second War and the navies and you know, the submarines, etc. And because I had already linked my soul with the Pleiadians, when he was telling me these stories, they grow inside my heart a desire to be a marine person, and my dream was to be inside be official in one of the submarines. And this was a feeling that grows with me. So when I was about 12, I had all making up on my brain, you know. I was waiting for the night to come so I can lay down on my bed and build these night dreams about being official, about to be a commander, about to be a soldier inside a marine, in the marine, and inside one of the submarines. This went for about 2-3 years until I got to 15, and then my attention moved to guys, to boys. But then I had all settled down in my mind about, but look, I would never fulfill this desire because I was born in a small city in the middle of Brazil, no sea around. For you to have to understand, I was able to go by the seaside. I was about 19 when I first face, you know, I was in a city where the sea was. So I was about 18, 19 when I first saw the sea. So I didn't even knew how the sea looks like, because on those days, didn't have television or etc. I didn't have, because my family was very poor. So I saw the seaside when I was 18, 19. It was the year we landed in the moon. Yes, I was there when it happens. And then I saw it in the television of a restaurant where you are eating. So it's amazing. But this dream was inside me. I was in a place where I didn't have sea. I was in a poor family, in a small city. So everything was against. And I was a girl. On those days, girls would never be in a submarine. Never. Now it's possible, but on those days, no. It was when? 1964, 1965. So I had a dream. I had a desire. But it was not the right time, and it was not the right place, right position, anything. Everything was against my desire, my dreams. Now I'm too old. Now I'm too old for it. Now it's not the right time anymore. At 67, I would never, be allowed to join the Marine and go inside a submarine to have an experience anyway. Okay, if you are one and you want to give me this experience, I would love to. At least to be inside one. But now I know why I had this. Because of my Akash. Because of my Akash memories. Because I want to discover where my spiritual family were inside, underneath the sea. Because now you know, in the Antarctic, you know, that there is a civilization that we're living in there. So I just want to go down the Antarctic in my dreams, because I was from South America, it was closer to there. I want to go inside a submarine to discover where my ancestors was. So it was in my Akash. It is in my Akash. But it was not the right time, the right tool, the right anything. The right sex, not also. So what is the right time for everything? Is when things is in place. And let me tell now another experience for another person that everyone likes to talk about. Tesla, the engineer and the scientist. Tesla had all the information. He knew everything that he should do. He received from the upward every details, how to build the electricities, the engineers to run computer, to run cars, to run, you know, everything. But what's happened to Tesla is he was not in the right time. He didn't have the tools to develop all the knowledge he had in his Akash. He had all the information, but he was not able to manifest what he knew was able and capable and, you know, possible to do. Sometimes you have lots of ideas and come and bring to you. You go to your Akash, to Prev's Akash for all the incarnations, all the dimensions, all the planets, all the, you know, solar systems or all the even galaxies. And you know it's possible, but you don't have the right tools because it's not the right time. So, you're going to tell me, Miriam, why these informations are given to you if it's not the right time? Because you have now the information on your Akash. You've renewed that information. That information is like, is coming again. It's like for example, why you tend to look at the same film again and again and again. Because we need that assurance that everything is going to still there when you come back again. Do you understand? So it's the same principle. You receive this information, you have this in your Akash, and the remembrance of this one is because you have to keep in track with that information, still remembering that information. So the next life, when I come back again to the planet Earth, this is going to be new in my Akash. So now when I come back again, it's going to be the right time, because now girls can be in the army, girls can be in the marine, girls can, you know, drive an airplane, girls can drive cars, girls can be in the submarines, we can be commanders, you can be generals. Now it's going to be the right time. So my Akash is just remember me and making it more stronger for the next life so I can be driving to do the right stuff next life. So Tesla, someone said, I think Cryon said that Tesla is already here again. So now Tesla has the whole tools to achieve whatever he wants to, because now he has the right tools, and now he has it's in the right moment for him to do everything that he wants. So it was good for Tesla to come and have all this information, because now he has all the information duplicated. The desire and the right time and the information. So what I'm telling you is, even if you have information that you can use now, because it's not the right time, it's not the right tools, just cultivate it in your heart, bless it, nourish this information, and wait for the right time. Even if it's not in this life, can be in the next. Probably the information you have got today is too advanced. Like I had many out-of-body experiences lately and astral traveling that has shown me a lot of us, many things that I don't understand, I don't know what's for, but they are showing me, because now I have got the picture more stronger. I don't know what they are for, but they are showing me now. They are showing me a lot of symbols and, equations, etc. But I can use them now because I'm not mathematician, so I don't know what it's for. But if they show me it, it's already in my brain. When I think about them, I can see them running. It's like a film in my, even looking at you now, at the camera and everything, in my mental body, I can see them right now, all running like a film. I'm learning to live in 3, 4, 5, 6 dimensions already, I'm not just in this reality. I can move from one reality to another like that already. So it's a blessing. So yes, I don't know what's for, but I embrace it. What I want you to do is embrace the knowledge that you have got now, even if you don't understand what's for. One day you are going to be able to put it, and the right time will come for you to do it. Are you struggling with your own personality? Are you struggling with your own path in life? Just relax, because the right time will arrive for you to understand what is happening now. Some people say, oh, but it's very hard to, to let go. It's very hard to understand. It's very hard to accept. I don't want to accept it. I want to drive it right now. You don't give a knife to a 2-year-old baby, because it's not the right time for that person, that little person, because he doesn't have the maturity to handle a knife. You are not going to give a car to a 5-year-old boy or to a 9-year-old boy or to 10 or to 12, because they don't have maturity to understand the consequences, and they don't have the ability to react in the right time to avoid some crash or something. You know that, because the brain is not developed much enough to do it. So you're not going to give a car to a 10-year-old boy to drive, because he's not going to manage it perfectly. It can cause, disasters. So it's the same thing. There is right time and right moment for everything. So don't try to drive the car before the time, because you're gonna crash. I did crash many times because I was trying to do something that was not supposed to do in the right moment. And it took me many years to understand it. But because I didn't have people like me giving these instructions or giving these ideas and insights, in my time you didn't have television properly, you didn't have iPads, you didn't have internet, no Wi-Fi, nothing. So it was more difficult. It would be blessing if I had some people talking like this, then I would understand more. But it's the right time for everything, even for this. So now I can give insights of how to behave and how to accept and how to be patient, And like me, there is many people doing the same thing. I'm just one of them. Just one of them. So I hope it help you to understand a lot of things and to be patient with yourself and with life and with others. There is right time for everything. There is right time for be silent, right time for talking, right time for doing, and right time for not doing anything, right time for sleep and to be active. Just respect the clock of your body, the clock of your time, the clock of life. Be like nature. Nature never rushes, and it waits for the right time to do everything. When it's the winter, the leaves falls. When it's spring, the leaves comes back. When it's summer, the sun is up in the sky. And when it's winter, the snow comes down. Let's learn with nature. Let's learn with nature for waiting for the right time to have our actions done. Okay, God bless you, keep you safe. And smile to life and to time. Okay, bye-bye.